Hello everyone, welcome back to Fragrance Academy. Yes?
What's the best Aventus clone?
No.
Am I gonna know why they discontinued my perfume? What's the difference between eau de toilette and eau de parfum?
This was a previous video.
Are you paid to say that?
Okay, get out, get out, get out. Bonjour fragrance lovers, this is Clémence. I talk about fragrance. Welcome back to Fragrance Academy. It's been a long time no episode. I think I'm just gonna put the all you need to know about in the Fragrance Academy episode because we're talking a bit more about storytelling in those videos. So today we talk about Frédéric Malle fragrance, but just before that let me do a little update. Yesterday for you, I've uploaded a video where there's a giveaway, so it's 7 of my favorite oud fragrances. So you still have time to participate because it's gonna be a week. Second news, you all know that Scent Explore, one of the biggest fragrance events that is happening the 5th of December, so it's only in 15 days. If you want to join, the ticket is like I think $29 or something like that. It's all virtual this year, so it gives you an opportunity to attend to a true fragrance events. I'm gonna be one of the speakers, but there's a lot of amazing speakers that are gonna be here as well. So a lot of YouTuber, perfumer, everything like that. There's a lot of interesting brands this year as well. Hey Merlin, he's pushing my ring light. You can't. No. I love you. Anyway, so yeah, you can always book that. There's the link in the by Merlin. There's a link in the description box. You click on that link, you can directly book it, and I will see you the 5th of December. Anyway, we talk about Frédéric Malle, but first of all, let me explain to you what is all about this brand. So who's Frédéric Malle? Frédéric Malle is a French businessman, he's an author as well, and editor of fragrance. His real name is Pierre-Frédéric Serge Louis Jacques Malle. Lots of names. Clémence, Christine, Cécile. He's not a perfumer. That's not him creating the fragrance. French businessman, but he's not out of the fragrance business because he's the son of Marie-Christine Efter Louis. She was the art director of Parfum Dior. Like, fragrance is in the family. The dad, Jean-François Malle, was a film producer. The grandfather created actually the line of Christian Dior parfum. For that, Frédéric has been working alongside Hermès, Dumas, Christian Lacroix, LVMH. He likes the business side of fragrance. He's been studying around that, and during his studies he was sent 2 months in a perfumery school that is very well known, where he met a lot of perfumers. So in 2000 he decided to create his own house, which is called Frédéric Malle Édition de Parfum, so editing of fragrance. It's basically the same the same thing as editing a book. He's basically an editor, so he takes perfumers, he gives them freedom, the perfume making. Sometimes he had a word to say into the creation of the fragrance. For example, for Carnal Flower, he smells 690 different hints of notes, just to let you know. But for some, he didn't actually interfere at all. There's just one rule, I think, for the perfumers, is to eliminate all that is superfluous or merely decorative. I'm quoting. I think it's great because he wants to give credit to perfumer, because usually that's why I'm doing my series about perfumers. Perfumers in perfumery are like ghostwriter. It's a shame. I think for me they should be on the name of the fragrance all of the time on the packaging, because they are creating it. They need to have the credits for it, and nobody knows their name usually. Like, I mean, not a lot of people know what perfumers created their fragrance, and I think that's such a shame. So I really like the idea. I think it shows in lights all of these amazing perfumers. Just to let you know as well, in 2015 the company was sold to Estée Lauder, just to let you know. I like the fact that he gives like a lot of time to perfumers, and I'm gonna give you now the perfumers he's been working with and still work with for the creation of the fragrance. What I like with the fragrance is that they are quite straight to the point fragrance. So So it means, for example, if you have geranium in your title, it will really smell geranium. There's always this French perfumery style, quite straight to the point, delicate, soft, depends for which one, but they all smell a bit natural, and I think that's what he wanted to give authenticity to the fragrance, and that's what I like in Frédéric Malle fragrances. Let me give you some name and the famous fragrance created, just to let you know, because I think it's important to talk about them. So who is in Frédéric Malle édition de parfum? Dominique Ropion, you've done London, Burberry and La Nuit de l'Homme, for example. Jean-Claude Ellena, you all know him for being one of the most well-known Hermès perfumer. Kelly Kalesh, Terre d'Hermès, that's him. Pierre Bourdon created Kouros from YSL or Cool Water from Davidoff. Olivia Giacobetti created Iris from Hermès, for example. Maurice Roussel, Addictive Edition from Initio. Bruno Jovanovic, Fierce from Abercrombie & Fitch. Carlos Benaim, Prada Amber. Julien Raskinet, Enclave from Amouage very recently. Michel Runiska, Noir Épice from Frédéric Malle. Ralph Schwiger, Vanille Insensée from Atelier Cologne. Sophia Groschmann, Jaipur from Boucheron. Fanny Ball, L'Interdit from Givenchy. Edmond Runiska, Eau Sauvage from Dior. Eau Sauvage, yes. Edouard Fléchier, Poison from Dior. So a lot of names and fragrance that we know, so it's really trusty perfumer that you have here. There's so many amazing scents in Frédéric Malle, and you really have a high quality of ingredient, and you can smell the authenticity of the natural taste of Frédéric Malle fragrance. That's why I really like this house. So now I'm gonna show you my top 5 favorite fragrance from Frédéric Malle. But the fact that it's really personal for that, like, it was really difficult for me to choose. Today I'm wearing Eau de Magnolia. It's not in the top 5, but it's a fragrance I really enjoy. It's very light, very romantic, very delicate. With that scent of cherry blossom, I really like it, and it's very soft. So today I'm wearing that. I want to give honorable mention to this one that is one of the ones I really like, and I think I'm gonna buy it. Geranium pour Monsieur and French Lover are amazing gentleman fragrance. Geranium pour Monsieur is a bit more minty and French Lover a bit more mossy, but really amazing scent for men, very classic style. L'Eau d'Hiver as well that I really like if you like musky, powdery. But let's go directly to my top 5. Number 5 for me is Kernel Flower. I love tuberose, and this is a tuberose scent. It's very ultra creamy, it's strong, but tuberose is as a natural flower is the most strongest flower in the world. So it's there, it's very prominent. You need to like tuberose, otherwise it's dead. White flowers is quite woody at the back, and there's a bit of a hint of greenness at the end. It's a very authentic tuberose. It's not synthetic at all. It's really smell like you actually picking a tuberose, you smell it, and with the leaves, with the branch, you know, it really smell like that. It's so authentic, and it's something that gives a massive projection. If I think for ladies, on ladies must smell very sexy. On men it also really stunning if you like white flowers, and this is slightly animalic at the end of it, and it's that little tone that gives like so much authenticity to this fragrance, created by Dominique Ropion. Such a genius, this man. I need to do a video on him, definitely. Number 4 for me is a freshie, and it's Cologne Bigarade. Love this one, created by a genius, Jean-Claude Ellena. I've done my favorite fragrance, Terre d'Hermès, so you know. I love this scent because if you're looking for something fresh but that is long lasting and that gives a bit of personality and charm, you're gonna absolutely adore Cologne Bigarade. It's a very bitter orange scent, so it's not like a delicate orange, no, it's bitter, it's quite like spicy, really green tone with Cologne Bigarade. So again, it smells a bit grassy, aromatic, fresh, but on a man is very gentleman. I think it's really nice, very classy but casual, you know. That's what does Jean-Claude Ellena best, casual chic anyway. He's the man that creates elegance in bateau, but very easy scent, but so classy, and it does works, and it's got a bit like a peppery tone. I really enjoy. Number 3, it's again a fragrance from Dominique Ropion. I think it's one of my favorite perfumer, I guess, and it's Vetiver Extraordinaire. You know how much I love Vetiver, and this Vetiver for me is absolutely heaven. What I like with this vetiver is it's quite earthy, okay, but it's quite round and creamy. There's something like quite creamy at the end. The edges are round and soft, and that's what I like about it. It's not like a really grassy and earthy, like dry vetiver. No. This one is rounded. It's got depth because you've got myrrh and sandalwood that gives a bit like a more oriental trait, and that's why it's classified as an oriental fragrance. You know, it's my favorite category. Because the vetiver is there, okay, sure, very earthy, but then it's something warmer. There's something like very sensual to it, and that's why I love this vetiver, and that's why it's one of my favorite vetiver. Number 2 is no surprise for it. I think everybody knows this fragrance. It's been very popular, but I mean, it was it though. A fragrance again created by Mr. Dominique Ropion. My god, I love him. It's an oriental floral house. Surprising, again an oriental, and it's Portrait of a Lady. I think this fragrance is so good on men and so good on ladies, so unisex to me. It's got a very prominent rosy tone, okay, but it's very woody at the back, which is so nice. So you get really a warm, spicy rose. It's nearly like a dark rose wood, but there's no wood. It's an ambery rose, so very sensual, sexy. It's got a lot of character. It's not a like romantic rose. It's a bit like a sexy, very mysterious. You can smell the wood, you can smell the spice, and you can smell the rose, and it's so much character. Sophisticated scent to me, very sophisticated. It's not an easy scent. This one is a bit more complicated, and you've got clove and cinnamon, so it gives really something spicy but warm. It's a warm spice, you know, like a bit oriental kind of vibe. Beautiful. And number 1, where is my number 1? Let me get it. My number 1 is Musc Ravageur, and this is from Maurice Roussel. I just can't live without that fragrance. A warm, spicy vanilla, and it's very powdery. You can smell a lot of vanilla. There's the cinnamon that is here, nearly like Christmassy, you know. It's ultra strong, like it's super sexy as well. It's got something a bit animalic when you wear it, so it's not something I would wear for a romantic date at dinner. I would not wear it during the daytime. It's something for me that I wear for a special occasion, when I go out, when I want to show off, and I want everyone to follow me with my sillage, because this is tough, challenging, okay, like it's not something for a shy person. Don't put that in the office. Powdery trail, so it's very mysterious as well, animalic, ultra sexy on men, ultra sexy on ladies. The start, you have a hint of lavender, so it's quite relaxing when you smell it like this. Really relaxing, and then after, oh my god, like the dry down, it's just amazing, stunning. And this I just spray 1, 2, 3, I'm done, huh? You don't need more, because otherwise intoxicating. But yeah, if you like something that is very long lasting, for sure, tell me in the comments which one is your favorite from Frédéric Malle, which one do you enjoy the most. I told you my list, this is very personal, might change, you never know, but for me at the moment that's the one I prefer. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more of you know, that all you need to know about, tell me in the comments which brand you would like to see. It has to have like quite a heritage, a story to tell. I like to tell stories. Well, this one was a short story, I would say, unfortunately. But yeah, I've got a big one coming for next week, I hope. I hope it's going to be for next week. So yeah, I will see you very soon. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. Leave me a little like, it's always nice. And thanks everyone that goes to my Utip to give me a little contribution. It's really helping and it's really nice. So I will see you very soon. Bye now.